Hi, my name is Amira. How are you guys doing? This is my channel. I meant to do this a couple of days ago, but I wasn't able, so I am here doing it now. Um, it's windy out here. It feels very good. Okay, so basically, I just wanted to cover something like in regards to a few years ago. Um, I just want to bring some clarification. Um, okay, so if you can recall, um, a few years ago, there was the Trump administration. There was a situation where they were caging kids, literally. Um, this devastated everybody. And so here's what I want to say about that situation. Because there's a little confusion when it comes to that. Let's see here. One moment here. Some light up. The audio is still on, so that's good. All right. Some people felt that we basically, when that happened, we should have participated in protests and marches and so forth. That should not have happened within our borders. Um, it just shouldn't. And it's weird because I explicitly wrote different things saying or talking about our past when it comes to the natives and slavery and so forth. And then we sit and we allow that. Um, it kind of amazed me knowing how this country was, what this country was built on, and how the very beginning of how we came to obtain the land and so forth, and to allow that in modern age to take place. That was not good. And I'm just letting you guys know that just wasn't good. That was symbolic. And what happened was we were supposed to have demanded that that did not take place within our borders. And you may say, well, the same thing's going on now, but that situation, it was symbolic. It was like a turning point. It was like, okay, here's the situation. What are you going to do about it in modern times? Um, and what amazed me was, and this shouldn't have happened, is that you had um, people going taking classes. They were in college and they were taking classes. So you had people taking classes at the same time kids were being caged. And I don't know if you know this or not, but it's on record that there were um, molestations and those two things were actually taking place at the same time. It wasn't, these kids weren't comfortable in that situation. It wasn't anything comfortable, or it was very hurtful and painful. They were being separated from their parents. Um, People were saying that they were feeding them water, contaminated water, or water that was doused in bleach. It was bad. There was not. It was a bad time. And so what happened was that situation deserved our attention. Um, it, 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 I don't know how to explain it. You had people were getting up in the morning, um, washing up, getting dressed, and taking classes while this situation was taking place. This situation deserved our attention. And I said, well, I heard some pretty crazy stuff. Some people were saying, well, um, first they said something about their religion or something, and they're not like us. And somebody else said they don't like us. All kind of strange, weird responses. Um, they didn't look at it as like this should not be happening within our borders. Period. Place closed. We need to stop shopping, stop doing everything until this situation is resolved. And I was on social media and I was trying to get people to understand that this affects us in a spiritual way. It doesn't matter if they liked us or not. Like some people say, well, they don't like me, or they don't like people that look like me. Just strange, off the wall stuff. Um, Now, if any protests did happen, um, you're doing that for God, or you're doing that for yourself. You're not doing that for them. So that sentiment of they don't like us, that doesn't even make sense because you're doing it for Him. Um, you're simply showing that this is the type of country that won't tolerate such a thing. It have nothing to do with nobody liking each other or getting along or none of that craziness. It was simply to show that within our borders, we do not do this. And there was only a couple of places that was consistent, and that was New York and Washington State, I think. They were only two states that were consistent. Um, we should have been consistent and on it, and you would have got credit for it. Because this is a spiritual thing. You would have got credit for it. It's as simple as that. And credit can be a bit more protection. Credit can be a little bit more enlightenment. Credit can be a little bit more boldness, courage. Credit can be any of that. Um, but we didn't, and it's so strange that those two things are taking place at the same time. Kids going to college and kids being locked in cages, possibly being raped and fed bleached water. That was a very strange, hurtful time. And those two things shouldn't have been happening at the same time. They just shouldn't have been happening at the same time. Um, like I said, you do things like that for yourself, to gain credibility with Him. So you do things like that for yourself to gain credibility with Him. And that just didn't happen. Um, it was also a situation um, where there were marches going on, and there was marches going on in Russia, and People were getting beat and literally sent to jail. Whereas we have rights over here, we can protest and then many times go right back home and go to bed, and that's fine. Over there, it's not like that. These people were being sent to jail, beaten and sent to jail. Also, that's another time that should have gotten our attention. And there, even though we were in our own struggles, even though we were in our own struggles during that time also, there should have been protests advocating for them, advocating whomever was imprisoned. That did not happen. It didn't happen. And the main thing that really broke my heart was when, to be honest, I really don't know. I think it was either in China or Taiwan. You had thousands of kids to take to the streets. They were literally just kids. They were just kids. And they took to the streets um, demanding freedom. They wanted to be free. And I would see so many signs saying free like America, free like America. They wanted to be free like us. And these kids were hosed down, they were thrown down, they were